Hi everyone, welcome to today's class. In this class today we are going to learn how to make sandal. Okay, so these are the thread we are going to use for this class. I'm using a silver ash. We call this silver ash, 4 of it. This is size 9 times 4, and then a gray. Okay, this is a gray, size 9 as well. You need your lighter, your hook, 2.5 mm hook, your buckle, stitch marker in case there is anywhere you want to mark, and then your scissors. Also, last. Okay, mention everything you need to buy for the class, and I made mention of this last because it's very important for someone that is not into shoemaking to help you to be able to know the size of chain you will use for any pair of shoe you want to make. Okay, so let's start. So this is it. This is the fourth thread. So first of all, we're going to make a knot. This is a knot. Then this marked area, for you to get the front, make sure that this part is not in the same line with this side, because you know that our fingers are not straight. So if you make it straight, it's not going to look nice at all. Except you're making a picture, okay, picture shoe or canvas, whatever. Okay, that's when you're going to make sure it's equal. Okay, because it's a picture, but in this type of sandal we want to make, this side and this side will not be equal. Okay, when you measure out this side, you come down here by one chain. Okay, this place, let's say this is the exact length, like a straight measurement. You come down by, you skip a chain and come down to the next one. This is how to get this. When you measure out where you want uh your sandal to start, when you come to this and measure them equal, skip one chain and then put it in the next one. This is how to get this one. So we're going to put our hook in this mark area. That's why I say you need a stitch marker. You need it to mark your where you're going to start. Okay, so I'll make uh I'll make 18 chain. So I'll make 19 chains, not 18. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So this 19 chain is not for every pair of shoe you want to make. If you're making shoe for someone that have long leg or fat leg, it will not be just 19. That's why I said you need your length. So whenever you count out the chain, you check if it's okay. Okay? Look at it. This is how it's supposed to be. You can see I got what I want. And this is how you're going to place it. 19 chain is okay for me. Okay. Or you use your hand to check. So I'm working with 19 chains here. I'm going to put it on this mark stitch. Okay. So I'm going to make another chain there. So we have a total of 20 chains here. So I'm going to pick another stitch by the side. So right now, instead of picking this, working on the stitch like this, instead of picking the stitch, I'm going to cover it. I'm going to cover it like this. Okay, instead of picking it one like this, instead of picking it like this, and see, because I don't want to have something like this. So I'm going to cover it. Okay, we're going to cover it with 19 single crochets. So one, this is what I mean by covering. You put it under the, I guess, under the chain. So three. You can see what this is what we are looking for. So I've made three already. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Pull it a bit so that you get another space. 19. And so what we have. We have a total of 19 single crochet. So I'm going to pick two by the side. We are using slip stitch to pick two by the side. 1 and 2. You see that. Okay. So on this third row, we are going to skip. You're not adding the third row, okay? You're not adding it. Remind you, if you're working, you hide this SX thread. Okay. So normally we are supposed to pick here, but this is the two slip stitch that we pick by the side. So normally, if you're adding, you're going to skip one, which is the first one, then pick the second one. But this row now, I'm not going to pick the two, so I'm going to skip 1 and 2. I don't know if I'm saying it very well. So I'm going to pick skip 1 and 2, and then work with this. This is the 19, the last stitch that we made. Okay, so I'm going to put it. So mind you should be hiding this excess thread. Hold it like this, hold it together with the work, and then start working. So do like this one to reach the other end. So now this is where the lighter comes in. You reduce the length of the excess thread and then use the lighter and run it. So you're going to use your hand to press it very well, and then use the back of your hand to feel it. Make sure that it's not rough. If it's rough, it's going to make your client uncomfortable. Okay? So whenever you run it, you use your back of your finger to feel it. Back of your hand, feel it. So we have picked the last stitch. Yeah. So I'm going to turn around again, and then I'll pick 2 by the side. Number 2. Remember, we said we are not adding this particular row, and we are not going to add this one as well. So I'll pick 2, 1, 2. I'm going to skip it because the first stitch, the second one. We are working with the third stitch. So we are skipping the 2. Okay. You can see that this place is well relaxed. Okay, so we're going to pick 2 again by the side. Split slip stitch 1 and 2. And so this time around, we are skipping just 1. This is the first stitch that we picked, and this is the second one. So we are going to skip this one and pick this one. We're going to skip this and pick this one. So this is it. Right now we are adding it, okay? Because if you didn't add it, your work will not be coming up. Somebody will not be able to wear it, okay? So, but I advise whenever you want to make any pair, make sure that this first row, which is this row, make sure you don't add it, okay? The first and second row. So I'll pick the last stitch here. I'll have to turn around again and then take 2. 1 and 2. This is little 1, 2. So this time around, skip here and then pick this one. On this side, we're going to also pick 2 by the side. Turn around, skip 1 and then also skip this one and pick this next stitch. can see how it is. It's coming up. Okay, so I'm going to pick two again by the side and work back. Remember, it's only this. Guys, remember the first thing that we made. This is the foundation, the first line, and this is the second line. So this second line is the only place you're not going to add in this work. So after this second row, every other row you're going to add it. Okay, so I'm going to skip one here and pick this one. So remember, that's what we'll be doing until we get how many rows we want in the front. Okay, so I'll keep doing it like that until I get how many rows I want for the front, because it's going to stop somewhere around here. Okay, so keep doing it that way. Make sure you're adding it. And another thing is that addition, okay, depends on how big or how far the person's leg is. Okay, if the person's leg is too tiny or it's too thin, what you do, as you're adding, you are checking. Okay, when you get to a point that you notice as if the thing is coming up too much, you stop adding. Okay, you stop adding by the side. Okay, so that's how to do it. Don't keep adding and adding. When you give it to your clients, you find out that it's too loose. Okay, so as you're working, you're checking your work. As you work, you check it. Okay, don't just work without checking. Okay, that's how I do. Whenever I work, I check. You can see how neat. Make sure your finishing is as neat as this. You see. So keep doing it until you get to somewhere around here. Then we'll come back for the other part. So right now, on the last stitch, I'm going to, so I picked the last two stitches. I'm not to here with the slip stitch. So this is the last row. We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you see that. So when you put your last in it, you can see it's perfect. So whenever you're working, make sure you're using your last to check your work. Okay. So right now, this is where we're going to stop here. So I'm going to make a slip stitch. Okay, let me mark out where we're going to start here. I will skip 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is where we're going to start this one. I'll mark out 2, 4, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we need 14 stitches for the front. We have 7 here, 7 here. So normally I was supposed to cut this rope here. But because I told you guys that I will teach you how to make your work look very neat, so we are not going to cut it here. Rather, I'll make a slip stitch to meet this stitch here. So let's go. 1. Make sure your slip stitch is very loose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to make a chain here and then start working on this part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is the 14th stitch. So we have a total of 14 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm going to make a chain and turn around. You pick from the first stitch. This is the first stitch. You pick from here. So I'm not going to skip anywhere. So, I'm going to pick the 14 stitches, okay? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'll make a chain, turn around. I'll start picking from the first stitch, which is this one. So this is the last stitch here. I'll pick it, make a chain and turn around. Turn around. So this is it. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to make a chain again, turn around. This time around, I'm going to pick only 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll make chain and turn around. 1, 2, 3,